Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle that you can't break free from? Like you're waiting for some magical moment to change everything, but it never comes? Well, the truth is that moment is now, right here, right today. You have the power to rebuild your life, to transform it in ways you've only dreamed of, but it starts with you. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. In this speech, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps you need to take to build the life you truly deserve in 2025. This isn't about empty motivation. This is about creating real, lasting change. We'll tackle the tough stuff, the mindsets, habits, and beliefs that hold you back. You'll be challenged to face your fears, your doubts, and your own resistance to change. But in the end, you'll have a blueprint that's tailored to your growth. It's time to leave behind the old story and start writing a new one that puts you in control of your destiny. The choice is yours. If you're ready to break free, to take charge of your future, then stick with me. What you're about to hear could be the turning point you've been waiting for. This is your year. Let's make it count. Change is uncomfortable, and yet it's where the magic happens. Every day we're faced with the choice to remain where we are or to step into the unknown. The truth is, growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Change forces us to confront our fears, our insecurities, and our past mistakes. And yet it is the only path to something better. If you've been resisting change, ask yourself why. Is it fear of the unknown? A fear of failing again? Reflecting on your past resistance to change may open your eyes to how it's been holding you back. You've likely been waiting for the perfect moment, thinking that one day everything will align, but that moment doesn't exist. The only time that matters is right now. The first step to rebuilding your life is understanding that change is inevitable. It's your choice whether to fight it or embrace it. Fear of change is natural, but it doesn't have to control you. Fear will always be there, but it doesn't define you. If you let fear hold you back, you'll miss out on the opportunities that can change your life forever. Instead, see fear as the signal that you're on the right path. It's a sign that you're growing, that you're pushing beyond your limits. You must get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Every new step, every challenge, and every mistake is a sign of progress. Don't run from it, lean into it. Because on the other side of discomfort lies the life you've always wanted. Without clarity, you'll never find direction. It's as simple as that. Many people set goals without ever fully understanding what they truly want. They follow a path that others have laid out for them, chasing things that don't even excite them. If you don't know where you're headed, any road will seem like the right one. The first step in rebuilding your life is defining your vision. What do you truly want? Take a moment to reflect. Is it success, happiness, financial freedom, or something else entirely? Your vision isn't just a goal, it's a purpose, a reason for everything you do. If your vision is unclear, you'll find yourself drifting, making little progress, and feeling lost. To find that clarity, you need to dig deep. Ask yourself, what lights you up? What are you passionate about? What would you do if there were no limits? When you know your true purpose, you can align your actions with your vision, and every step will bring you closer to your ultimate goal. Without a clear vision, your actions will lack focus. You'll go through the motions, hoping for results, but results are born from intention. Once you have that clarity, you'll no longer waste time on things that don't matter. You'll have the roadmap to success right in front of you, and nothing can stop you from moving forward. Your mindset is the filter through which you experience the world. It shapes how you perceive challenges, setbacks, and even success. If you want to rebuild your life, you must first rebuild your mindset. Everything starts there. Your thoughts determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. If you're constantly thinking negative thoughts, those thoughts will lead to negative actions, which will lead to negative results. But if you choose to think differently, you can change your entire experience. A shift in mindset is the first step toward building the life you want. It's about choosing to believe in yourself, even when it's hard. It's about reframing challenges as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles that stop you. When you change your mindset, you change your world. But changing your mindset isn't always easy. Negative self-talk will always try to creep in, telling you you're not good enough, not capable enough, or not worthy. But you can fight back. You can choose to replace those thoughts with empowering beliefs that propel you forward. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is a lesson, not a defeat. When you stop seeing failure as something to fear and start seeing it as something to learn from, you free yourself to take action. Every small step, every effort, and every decision will bring you closer to your goals. You are not limited by your circumstances. You are limited by your beliefs. What you believe about yourself determines how far you can go. If you believe you're capable of success, you'll act in ways that reflect that belief. But if you believe you're not good enough, you'll stop yourself before you even try. Identifying limiting beliefs is the first step toward breaking free from them. These beliefs are often deeply ingrained, shaped by past experiences or influenced by the opinions of others. But they are not truths. They are simply thoughts that no longer serve you. The next step is to challenge and replace those beliefs. Ask yourself, is this belief helping me or holding me back? What would happen if I let it go? Start replacing limiting beliefs with ones that empower you to take action, to be bold, and to reach for what you deserve. Building a new belief system takes time, but it's worth the effort. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you reinforce your new beliefs. Your belief in yourself is the strongest weapon you'll ever have. It's the foundation upon which your future will be built. Your daily habits determine your destiny. It's not the big, grand gestures that change your life. It's the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Your habits shape who you are and who you will become. Small, consistent actions compound over time to create monumental results. That's the power of habits. Whether it's waking up early, working out, reading, or practicing gratitude, those little actions add up. Over time, they will create a life that reflects the person you're becoming. Motivation is temporary, but habits are lasting. You won't always feel motivated to take action, but your habits will carry you through. Motivation comes and goes, but when your habits are in place, you don't need to rely on motivation to keep going. Your routine becomes the driving force behind your success. Creating a success-focused routine is key to building a life of achievement. Your routine sets the tone for your day. It's your daily opportunity to become the best version of yourself. What you do each day adds up over time, so choose wisely. Choose actions that align with your goals and repeat them daily. But to build new habits, you must first break old ones. Old habits that are no longer serving you need to go. Bad habits hold you back and keep you stuck in the same place. Breaking free from them requires awareness, commitment, and consistency. The habits that brought you here won't take you to where you want to go. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being willing to take action despite the fear. Confidence is the fuel that powers your progress. Without it, you'll hesitate, second-guess yourself, and let opportunities slip by. But with confidence, you can face any challenge head-on and keep moving forward. The key to building confidence is through small wins. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you reinforce your belief in yourself. These small victories build momentum and lead to bigger wins. The more you do, the more you believe you can. But confidence isn't just about feeling good. It's about facing fear and failure with courage. Fear will never go away, and failure is inevitable. But how you handle it makes all the difference. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It's the courage to act despite it. When you face fear and failure with confidence, you turn setbacks into opportunities. Instead of being discouraged, you see each failure as a chance to learn, to grow, and to come back stronger. The key is to keep moving no matter what. Waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. The myth of perfect timing is what holds most people back from starting. If you wait for everything to align perfectly, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. The only moment that matters is right now. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you'll never start. Instead, take imperfect action. The key is to start now and adjust along the way. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to begin. Breaking big goals into small, actionable steps is the key to making progress. When you break down a massive goal into manageable tasks, it becomes less overwhelming. You can focus on one small step at a time, and before you know it, you'll be moving forward faster than you ever imagined. Accountability is another powerful tool in taking massive action. You can't do it alone. You need people in your life who will hold you accountable, who will push you to keep going even when it's tough. Surround yourself with those who believe in you and challenge you to be your best. Now is the time to take action. There will be challenges along the way, but they are part of the journey. Don't let setbacks discourage you. Keep going. Your future starts now. Let's make it happen. Change is happening right now, whether you like it or not. You may try to resist it, cling to what feels comfortable, but the reality is this: life moves forward with or without you. The question is, will you move with it? Will you embrace change or let it leave you behind? If you don't change, you stay stuck. It's that simple. The world doesn't wait for you to catch up. Change is the only constant, and to thrive in this world, you must learn to move with it, not against it. Imagine trying to keep a boat anchored in a river that's constantly flowing. If you don't let go of the anchor, the current will drag you in the wrong direction. That's what happens when you resist change. You don't stop life from moving, you just stop yourself from going where you need to be. The first step in embracing change is accepting responsibility for your own transformation. You are the one in control. When you take ownership of your growth, you take ownership of your future. Change isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create. The moment you accept that change starts with you, everything shifts. You realize that you're not at the mercy of circumstances, you're the one steering the ship. But change is hard, isn't it? The fear of the unknown is real. You don't know what's on the other side of that door. But let me tell you something, fear of the unknown is nothing compared to the fear of staying stuck. Ask yourself, is the discomfort of change worse than the pain of staying where you are? Fear of change is normal, but fear of staying stuck should scare you more. Resistance is a natural part of growth. Every time you push yourself to change, resistance will show up. It's not something to be afraid of. In fact, resistance is a sign that you're on the right track. It's a signal that you're doing something important. You see, when you start growing, your old habits, your old beliefs, and your old comfort zones fight back. But that's just it. They're old. They're not aligned with who you are becoming. Resistance isn't your enemy, it's your ally in disguise. It's there to test you, to see how badly you want change. When resistance shows up, don't run from it. Don't fight it. Recognize it for what it is. A challenge that means you're growing. If you don't face it head on, you'll stay in the same place and the world will leave you behind. The cost of staying the same is steep. Stagnation leads to frustration. It leads to regret. The longer you stay where you are, the more time you waste. You may tell yourself that things will change someday or that you'll make a move when the time is right. But here's the truth. The longer you wait, the more regret you'll carry. Regret is often the result of not making changes when you should have. And that kind of regret doesn't go away. It builds. It eats away at you. So what can you do with resistance? How do you turn it into something powerful? First, shift your perspective. Instead of seeing resistance as something to fear, see it as energy. It's energy that you can channel into action. Resistance is telling you that something bigger is on the horizon. Use it. Let it drive you, not hold you back. Each time you push through that discomfort, you build momentum. And with momentum, nothing can stop you. Your mindset is everything. It's the engine behind every action you take. Your mindset shapes how you approach change, how you face challenges, and how you view failure. If you want to transform your life, you must first transform your mindset. The difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset is profound. A fixed mindset sees challenges as obstacles to avoid. It fears failure. A growth mindset, on the other hand, sees challenges as opportunities to learn. It embraces failure as part of the process. When you adopt a growth mindset, change becomes easier. It's no longer something to fear, it's something to embrace. Your mindset is the engine of your transformation. Without it, you won't move forward. It's like trying to drive a car with no fuel. You can have the best destination in mind, but without the right mindset, you won't get anywhere. A growth mindset fuels your journey. It keeps you going when things get tough, and it helps you find lessons in your failures. The good news is that you can cultivate this mindset. Start small. Begin by reframing how you view challenges. Instead of thinking, this is too hard, try, this is an opportunity to learn. Start practicing gratitude, even in difficult situations. Change doesn't happen overnight, but each small shift in your mindset will make the next one easier. And don't forget this, small daily actions lead to monumental change. You don't need to make giant leaps every day. Just take one small step forward. Over time, those small steps accumulate into massive transformation. The smallest action, taken consistently, creates massive momentum. And with momentum on your side, you can accomplish anything. So if you're ready to embrace change, shift your mindset, and start taking action, now is the time. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the belief that you can't have it. Change is hard, yes, but it's also where the magic happens. Step into it, embrace it, and watch yourself become the person you were always meant to be. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions? Like you're working hard but not moving forward? Have you ever wondered why, despite all your efforts, things still don't seem to fall into place? It's because without clarity, you're navigating through life without a map. You're walking without knowing where you're going. And that's not a recipe for success. Today, I want to challenge you to take control of your future. I want to guide you in uncovering a clear vision for your life, one that will drive your actions and fuel your determination. I'm not talking about generic goals or dreams. I'm talking about defining who you want to become and what you truly desire in 2025. This is about clarity of vision. This is the foundation of everything you will achieve. So let me ask you, what kind of person do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? Because the truth is, the life you live is a direct result of the person you choose to be. When you have a clear vision of who you are becoming, everything you do aligns with that purpose. But without clarity, you'll just be spinning your wheels, caught in the chaos of life without direction. Clarity begins with a question. Ask yourself right now, what kind of person do I want to be? This isn't about setting goals or making lists. This is about defining the person you are becoming. Because let me tell you, the life you live is a direct result of the person you choose to be. Your identity, your character, and the decisions you make today will shape your future. But here's the thing, if you don't have clarity on who you want to become, how can you expect to know what steps to take to get there? A lack of clarity keeps you stuck, spinning in circles, unsure of which direction to go. You don't want that. You want a vision that gives you focus, a vision that pulls you forward, even when life gets tough. Because without it, you will always be distracted by every new opportunity or challenge that comes your way. Now think about it, if you don't know where you're going, how will you ever get there? The answer is you won't. You may wander around for a while, but you'll never hit the mark. Clarity brings focus, it brings direction, and most importantly, it brings motivation. Once you know where you're headed, you will do whatever it takes to get there. Your vision will act as your compass, guiding every decision you make. One powerful technique that can help bring clarity is visualization. See it in your mind before you see it in your life. When you clearly visualize your success, you start to believe that it's possible. Your vision becomes more than just a dream, it becomes a reality waiting to happen. When you see it, you can make it real. But how do you take that big vision and make it tangible? How do you break it down into something you can actually act on every single day? The answer is simple. Break it down into clear, actionable steps. Let me be clear, big dreams are important, but they can also feel overwhelming. It's easy to get stuck just thinking about them because they seem too big to tackle. That's why you need to break them down. Your journey starts with one step at a time. Take your vision and map out the specific actions that will move you closer to it. What do you need to do today, tomorrow, and next week to get there? The smaller the step, the easier it is to take, and over time, those small steps will add up to something huge. Another powerful tool in turning your vision into reality is using SMART goals. This is a framework that helps you create clear, measurable, and achievable goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. A vague goal is nothing but a dream, but a SMART goal gives you a roadmap. It tells you exactly what you need to do, when you need to do it, and how to measure your progress. Success isn't about doing everything. It's about doing what matters most. That's why you need to prioritize your goals. Focus on what will bring you closest to your vision and ignore the distractions. You don't need to be busy, you need to be effective. When you prioritize, you stay focused on what truly matters and avoid wasting energy on things that don't align with your bigger picture. And let me tell you this, plans will change. Life happens, but as long as you keep your vision intact, you'll adjust your approach. Flexibility is key. Adapt when things don't go as planned, but never lose sight of your end goal. Plans change, but your vision remains the same. Goals are important, but goals alone aren't enough to sustain you. You need something deeper. Something that fuels you even when the going gets tough. That's where purpose comes in. Let's get this straight. Goals give you direction, but purpose gives you the fuel to keep going. Purpose is what drives you. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning when you're tired, and it's what keeps you moving forward when obstacles come your way. When you know why you're doing something, you can overcome almost anything. Here's the thing, purpose-driven goals are more sustainable. They don't fizzle out when the excitement dies down. When your goals are rooted in purpose, they become a part of who you are. They are no longer just something you're working toward, they are something that's aligned with your values and your deepest desires. When your goals align with your purpose, nothing can stop you. So ask yourself this critical question: why does this goal matter to me? Really think about it. Why is this goal important to you? If you can't answer that question with clarity, then it's time to reconsider your goals. Goals that don't have a strong why behind them will crumble when challenges arise. But when your goals are connected to your purpose, they become unshakable. Finally, let's talk about passion. When passion fuels purpose, your performance will soar. Think about the things you love. Now imagine pursuing those things with all your heart. That's when you unlock your full potential. When your passion and purpose align, you don't just reach your goals, you exceed them. You push past limitations and achieve things you never thought possible. This is your opportunity to get clear. Get clear on who you want to be, on the goals that will take you there, and on the purpose that will keep you going. Your vision is your future. Make it clear, make it meaningful, and get to work. The time to start is now. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a mental loop, overwhelmed by negative thoughts or trapped by the stories you tell yourself? Does it feel like your mindset is holding you back from reaching your full potential? Today, I want to talk about something that could change everything for you. It's time to take control of your mindset. In this speech, we're going to break down the powerful relationship between your thoughts, your actions, and your results. You'll learn how mastering your mindset will unlock a new level of success, resilience, and emotional intelligence. It's not about wishing for things to get better. It's about actively changing the way you think so that you can create the life you truly want. This isn't just motivation. This is about real practical steps to reshape your future. So let's dive in and take charge of your thoughts, because if you don't master your mind, it will master you. You may not realize it, but your thoughts are the silent force shaping your reality. What you tell yourself every day, whether you're conscious of it or not, is steering the direction of your life. Negative self-talk, doubts, and fears. They hold you back. They keep you stuck. You've probably heard it before. Your thoughts shape your reality. But let me be clear, if you don't change your thoughts, your life will stay exactly the same. It's that simple. Your mindset dictates your behavior, and your behavior, it shapes your outcomes. What you think, you become. What you do, you become. Everything starts with your thoughts. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. Now here's the hard truth. If you don't master your mind will master you. You've felt it, right? Those moments when fear or negativity take control, when they keep you from making decisions or taking action. It's a dangerous cycle, and it's costing you. The cost of letting negative thoughts dictate your actions is high. Opportunities slip away, dreams get lost, and you stay stuck. But you don't have to let this happen. You have the power to control your thoughts, or at least to reframe them. One powerful tool for doing this is cognitive reframing. This technique helps you transform limiting beliefs into empowering thoughts. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," reframe it to, "I may not be there yet, but I'm getting better every day." By shifting your thoughts, you shift your behavior. And when you shift your behavior, you change your life. Resilience is a word we hear a lot, but what does it really mean? It's not about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond to it. Let's face it, failure is part of the process. In fact, it's inevitable. But what matters most is not the failure itself. What matters is how you react to it, how you get back up. Think about some of the greatest achievements in history. They didn't come without setbacks. Michael Jordan, for example, was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job as a TV reporter. These are two of the most successful people on the planet, and they both faced major failures. But what makes them remarkable isn't that they failed, it's that they used failure as a stepping stone. They redefined failure as a lesson, not the end. Failure is not the end. It's the lesson that pushes you closer to success. Every time you fail, you gain something. You learn something, and that knowledge makes you stronger, smarter, and more capable of achieving your goals. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about bouncing back stronger. It's about using your failures to fuel your growth. Remember this, setbacks are temporary, but resilience lasts a lifetime. Your ability to keep going when things get tough is what separates those who give up from those who succeed. Without resilience, success is a fleeting moment. But with resilience, success is inevitable. Resilience is the key to sustainable success. It's not just about surviving setbacks. It's about learning, growing, and coming back stronger every time. If you want long-term success, you must embrace failure as part of your journey and become resilient in the face of it. Let's talk about a powerful yet often overlooked skill: emotional intelligence. Emotions are powerful forces that influence your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your results. But here's the catch. Your emotions either cloud your judgment or they guide you to clarity. The choice is yours. When you're emotionally intelligent, you understand your emotions and know how to manage them. This self-awareness gives you a competitive edge. When you're in control of your emotions, you can think more clearly, make better decisions, and perform better under pressure. This isn't just about being in control, it's about being aware of how your emotions affect everything you do. Here's the truth. Emotions drive action. They influence what you do next, how you respond to challenges, and whether you keep going when things get tough. Emotional intelligence allows you to turn your emotions into a force that propels you forward instead of holding you back. It's the difference between letting frustration stop you or using it to fuel your drive to succeed. Now, you may be wondering, how can you improve your emotional intelligence? One way is through self-reflection and journaling. These practices allow you to become more aware of your emotional triggers and patterns. When you understand your emotions, you can make better choices and respond with clarity instead of reacting impulsively. Ask yourself this question: how are your emotions influencing your decisions today? Take a moment to reflect. Are your emotions driving you forward or are they holding you back? If your emotions are controlling you, it's time to take back the reins. Self-awareness is the first step toward mastering your emotions. Start by knowing yourself better. Recognize when your emotions are influencing your decisions and consciously choose how to respond. Mastering your mindset is not just about thinking positively, it's about taking control of your thoughts, your reactions, and your emotions. When you do this, you'll unlock your potential, build unshakable resilience, and make decisions that push you toward success. Your mind is your greatest tool. If you master it, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Have you ever felt like there's something holding you back, something invisible that's stopping you from reaching your potential? It's frustrating, right? You know there's more for you, but you can't seem to break through that invisible barrier. What if I told you that barrier isn't real? That it's simply a collection of beliefs you've accepted without questioning? Today I'm going to show you how to break through those mental chains and overcome the beliefs that have been limiting your growth. This isn't about just feeling good for a moment, it's about creating real, lasting change. We all carry limiting beliefs, those little thoughts that tell us we're not good enough, we can't succeed, or it's too late to change. But here's the truth: those beliefs aren't facts. They are stories we've been telling ourselves. And today I'll show you how to rewrite those stories. Imagine a life where nothing holds you back. Imagine taking action with complete confidence, knowing that your beliefs support your success, not sabotage it. That's the life waiting for you once you break free from the limitations you've placed on yourself. But it all starts with awareness. You need to recognize the beliefs that are holding you back before you can change them. Let's take a moment to reflect. Think about a goal or dream you've been putting off. Is there a voice inside your head telling you it's too hard, that it's impossible? That voice is the limit you've set for yourself. The first step in overcoming it is recognizing that it's there. We don't always see the invisible walls we've built, but once we do, we can tear them down. The most common limiting beliefs are simple but powerful. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough time. I can't change. These are beliefs that many people face, and they hold us in place, preventing us from moving forward. But here's the kicker: these beliefs are not truths. They're just thoughts that you've accepted as your reality. You've got to start digging deeper, beyond the surface. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Who told me that? You might discover that the things holding you back are just old stories you've been telling yourself for years. When you uncover them, you take away their power. Awareness is like flipping on a light in a dark room. Suddenly you can see clearly. And when you can see clearly, you can make change. But recognizing the belief isn't enough. You gotta challenge it. Is it true? Really true? Think about it. Where's the evidence? Just because you've always thought something doesn't make it fact. Beliefs are not facts. They are stories you've accepted as truth. And now it's time to rewrite yours. So how do we challenge these beliefs? Start by asking tough questions. Is this belief truly true? Is this belief helping me, or is it keeping me stuck? Most of the time, when you ask yourself these questions, you'll realize that those limiting beliefs don't hold up under scrutiny. The next step is reframing them. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, reframe it to, I am constantly improving and I am capable of success. This simple shift changes everything. You change your perspective, and in doing so, you open up new possibilities. Think about a time when you faced a challenge and overcame it. Maybe it wasn't easy, but you found a way through. What beliefs did you have about yourself back then? Chances are you believed in your ability to push through, even if you didn't fully understand how. That belief in yourself is the key to unlocking new possibilities. Your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your life. Now, let's talk about replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. If you want to change your reality, you've got to change your beliefs. Your beliefs are the lens through which you see the world. If you want to change the world around you, you have to shift the lens. Empowering beliefs give you the courage to take action, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. When you believe you're capable, you move with purpose. You take bold steps. You don't hesitate. When you believe in yourself, nothing seems impossible. Empowering beliefs are the fuel that drives you forward. They are what push you to take consistent action, even in the face of setbacks. With empowering beliefs, challenges become opportunities for growth, not roadblocks. They are the foundation of success because they provide the mental strength to keep going, even when things get tough. So how do you replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones? It starts with a simple exercise. Write down the beliefs that are holding you back. Then next to each one, write a new empowering belief that supports your goals. For example, if you've always believed, "I don't have enough time," replace it with, "I prioritize my time and make room for what matters most." Read these new beliefs every day. The more you repeat them, the more they become your truth. It's time to take control. Your beliefs are powerful. They shape your reality. But now you have the power to shape your beliefs. Shift your mindset, change your beliefs, and watch your world transform. When you break free from limiting beliefs, you open yourself up to endless possibilities. And when you start believing in yourself, there's nothing you can't achieve. So what's stopping you? Are you ready to break free? Are you ready to rewrite the story you've been telling yourself? The life you want is waiting for you. But it all starts with one decision to believe in your potential. Your beliefs are the key, so choose them wisely. Have you ever felt like success is just out of reach? You try, you work hard, but somehow the results don't seem to match the effort. That's because success isn't built in a day, it's built on habits. Small, daily actions that compound over time to create the results you're looking for. But here's the truth. Your habits are the foundation of your success. Whether you're aware of it or not, they are shaping your life right now. Imagine your future as a structure being built. Every habit you create is like a brick that adds to the foundation. It might not seem like much at first, but eventually those small, consistent actions will create something solid and unshakable. Today I'm going to show you how to create habits that will take you from where you are now to where you want to be. These are not quick fixes or empty promises. This is about the power of consistency, daily routines, and breaking the habits that hold you back. We're not going to talk about willpower alone, because let's face it, relying on willpower is a losing strategy. We're going to talk about systems that will push you toward your goals every single day, whether you feel like it or not. This is about making success inevitable. Are you ready to build your future, one habit at a time? Your habits are like the roots of a tree. They are the hidden force that determines how high you can grow. Just like a tree needs strong roots to reach its full potential, your success relies on strong, consistent habits. These habits, whether they are positive or negative, create the framework of your life. It might seem like the big wins come from big actions, but the truth is they are the result of small, everyday decisions. Decisions you make without even thinking. What you do every single day matters more than what you do once in a while. If you wake up every morning with intention, if you consistently take action toward your goals, you'll start to see the results. But if you let your habits slide even a little bit, you'll see how quickly things can fall apart. The key is understanding that habits shape your reality, both in the present and in the future. So why do habits matter so much? The science behind habit formation shows how your brain loves routines. When you engage in an action consistently, your brain starts to create neural pathways that make it easier and easier to repeat those actions without even thinking about it. This is why habits are so powerful. They become automatic. This is the reason habits can either push you toward your goals or keep you stuck. But here's the kicker. Relying on willpower alone to build habits doesn't work. Willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired. Eventually you'll run out of it. The solution is building systems that support your habits. You need a structure that encourages success, that keeps you on track even when motivation fades. Systems don't depend on willpower. They just work. Willpower fades, but a well-structured system keeps you moving forward, no matter what. Success doesn't come from big leaps. It comes from small, consistent actions. Think about it. If you just improved by 1% each day, where would you be a year from now? That's the power of habits. Every action you take today sets the stage for tomorrow's success. Don't wait for huge breakthroughs, just focus on being a little better today than you were yesterday. Habits don't only build success, they create the structure you need to sustain it. The foundation of your future is built on your daily actions. That's why routines are so important. Routines provide you with a blueprint for success. They help you stay focused, stay organized, and make the most of each day. How many of you wake up without a plan? You might go through the motions, but without intention, your day slips away. But when you wake up with purpose, your day shifts. A strong morning routine is one of the most powerful tools for success. It sets the tone for the rest of your day. Successful people know this. They've built morning routines that prepare them for action, that get them in the right mindset to tackle whatever comes their way. Think about people like Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, or Oprah Winfrey. They both have strict morning routines. Oprah starts her day with exercise, meditation, and reading. Tim Cook wakes up early to get a head start on the day. Their routines set them up for success. Now, I'm not telling you to copy them exactly, but what you can do is take inspiration from their discipline. Find the routines that work for you and make them a non-negotiable part of your day. But remember, routines aren't about rigidity. You need flexibility too. Life changes, things don't always go as planned, and that's okay. Your routine should give you the structure you need to succeed, but also the flexibility to adjust as life evolves. Rigid routines can lead to burnout, but flexible routines allow for growth. So find a balance that works for you. And keep in mind, success doesn't happen when you follow someone else's routine, it happens when you find your own. Now let's talk about breaking the bad habits that hold you back. We all have them. Bad habits don't form overnight. They take time to build. But once they're ingrained in your brain, breaking them can feel like trying to move a mountain. It's hard because the neural pathways that support those habits are strong. But here's the good news, just like you can build good habits, you can break bad ones too. The key is to replace them with better habits. When you try to quit a habit cold turkey, you're fighting against years of programming in your brain. That's why it's important to replace bad habits with something new, something better. It takes time, but if you stay focused on your goal and make consistent effort, you'll rewire your brain. It's said that it takes 21 days to build a new habit. While this isn't a magical number, it's a useful guideline. For 21 days, focus on replacing one bad habit with a positive one. Start small. Pick one habit and commit to it for 21 days. Don't try to change everything at once. Success is not about doing it all at once, it's about making small, steady changes over time. You also need motivation and accountability. Changing habits is hard, and doing it alone can be even harder. Surround yourself with people who will hold you accountable and encourage you to stay on track. With the right support, you'll find that the process becomes much easier. Motivation will help you push through when things get tough, but accountability ensures that you stay on track. Now let's talk about the power of consistency. It's often the small, consistent actions that lead to the biggest results. You don't need to take huge leaps every day. Just focus on getting 1% better each day. That's the magic of consistency. Over time, those tiny improvements add up. Think about it, if you improve by just 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of the year. That's exponential growth. Consistency is like the engine that drives your life forward. You might not see huge results overnight, but each action you take adds momentum. And before you know it, that steady momentum will carry you to places you never thought possible. Success doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen one small step at a time. And that's the power of consistency. So, what's your next step? Start today. Focus on building the right habits, creating routines that work for you, and breaking the habits that hold you back. Small, consistent actions today will lead to big exponential growth tomorrow. Let's make success inevitable. It all starts with the habits you build today. Have you ever looked at someone who walks into a room and seems to own it? They don't hesitate, they don't second guess themselves, they simply are. You may wonder, how do they do that? The truth is, confidence isn't some magical trait that only a select few are born with. Confidence is built piece by piece, day by day. And today I'm going to show you how you can build unbreakable confidence within yourself too. Let me tell you something, confidence is not a trait you either have or don't have. It's a muscle, and just like any muscle, it strengthens with use. If you want to feel confident, you need to put in the work. You need to step out of your comfort zone, take action, and see the results for yourself. Action breeds confidence. Inaction breeds doubt. It's as simple as that. So ask yourself this. Do you think someone who never takes action can feel confident? Of course not. The more you do, the more you believe in yourself. The secret to confidence is not waiting for it to magically appear. It's about getting into the game, taking risks, and watching as your belief in yourself grows with every step you take. Every small win, no matter how insignificant it may seem, builds up and compounds over time. One small step forward leads to another, and before you know it, you'll look back amazed at how far you've come. That's the power of momentum. That's how you build unbreakable confidence. Now let's talk about something crucial in this journey. The power of self-talk. The way you speak to yourself has a direct impact on how you feel about yourself and how you approach the world. The story you tell yourself is the script you live by. If your internal dialogue is filled with negativity, doubt, and fear, that's what you'll experience. But if you change the story, if you choose to empower yourself, everything shifts. You must become your own biggest cheerleader. When you treat yourself with kindness, when you encourage yourself instead of criticizing, you begin to build inner strength. You stop waiting for others to tell you you're capable because you already know it. And when you begin to treat yourself with respect, your confidence will skyrocket. What you say to yourself, you become. If you tell yourself that you're capable, strong, and worthy, you will act accordingly. Your self-talk shapes your identity. Choose your words wisely. Now let's address something that holds so many people back, the fear of failure. So many of us are paralyzed by the idea of failing. Why? Because we're afraid of judgment, of looking bad in front of others. But here's the truth. The fear of judgment keeps you stuck. It keeps you from stepping into your full potential. The key is to shift your mindset. Embrace failure as part of the journey. Failure isn't something to be feared. It's feedback. It's simply a lesson that guides you towards success. What if I told you that failure doesn't define you, it refines you? Each misstep, every mistake is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to get better. Reframing failure like this takes the power away from fear and puts it back in your hands. Fear doesn't have to paralyze you. Fear can become the fuel that propels you forward. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to take action despite the fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward in spite of it. So when fear shows up, and it will, don't run from it. Lean into it. Every time you face that fear head on, you're building confidence. You're proving to yourself that you can overcome whatever stands in your way. And bit by bit, step by step, you will transform that fear into unwavering confidence. If you want to build unbreakable confidence, you need to remember one thing: confidence comes from action, from the way you speak to yourself, and from how you handle failure. It's not something that just happens, it's something you create. So get in the game, speak kindly to yourself, and embrace failure as part of your growth. Keep taking action, no matter how small, and watch as your confidence grows stronger with every step you take. Because the truth is, confidence isn't just about believing in yourself. It's about proving to yourself, day in and day out, that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a place where you know you should be moving, but you just can't seem to make any progress? Maybe you found yourself waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for everything to line up just right. Well, here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You're not going to magically feel ready. You'll never have all the answers, the ideal circumstances, or the perfect conditions. And that's exactly why you need to act now. Today I'm going to show you how to stop waiting, how to break free from hesitation, and how to take action that leads to real, lasting results. The power to change your life lies in the steps you take today, not tomorrow. This isn't just about big ideas, it's about real, practical steps that you can start using today to create the life you want. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is a blueprint for action. Action that will transform the way you see yourself, the way you operate, and the success you achieve. The myth of perfect timing. How often do we tell ourselves, I'll start tomorrow, or once I have everything lined up, then I'll begin? If you've ever caught yourself thinking like this, you're not alone. So many people believe in the myth of the perfect moment, thinking that somehow when everything is just right, then they'll be able to take action. But let me tell you this, there is no perfect moment. You could wait forever and it would never come. Perfectionism is a trap. It keeps you stuck, paralyzed by indecision. The truth is that waiting for everything to be perfect is what stops progress. Perfection doesn't exist. It's a moving target that keeps getting further away. Every time you wait for ideal conditions, you're missing opportunities, losing time, and standing still. You see, the perfect moment doesn't come to you. It's created by you when you take action. Instead of waiting for everything to be lined up, it's time to make your own moment. Stop letting perfectionism hold you back and start acting right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to start. Why taking action now is more important than waiting for everything to be perfect. It's so easy to talk ourselves out of action. I'll wait until I know more. I'll wait until I'm ready. Here's the problem with that. Waiting holds you back more than taking imperfect action ever could. The truth is, every moment you delay is a missed opportunity. You are wasting precious time waiting for things to fall into place. It's not about waiting for things to magically line up. It's about making things fall into place by taking action now. Do you know what the key to success is? It's not waiting, it's moving. It's taking that first step, even when you don't have all the answers. If you keep waiting, you'll keep wondering. You'll keep doubting yourself. But when you act, you'll see the results. You'll learn, adjust, and improve. The first step is always the hardest, but it's the only one that will get you anywhere. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to start. You don't want to look back one day and realize how many opportunities you missed while you were waiting for the perfect moment. Act now and watch everything start to move. Inertia is your enemy. Momentum is your ally. Here's something you might not realize. Inaction isn't neutral, it's your enemy. When you sit still waiting for conditions to change, you're not staying where you are. You're actually moving backward. You're losing time, you're losing progress. Momentum, on the other hand, is your ally. Once you take that first step, things start to move. You build momentum, and with it, everything gets easier. The snowball effect of action is real. When you take small steps, they compound. One action leads to another, and before you know it, you're on a path you can't stop. It's simple. Action creates momentum. Momentum builds success. If you want to succeed, you've got to start. Once you do, momentum will do the rest. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, and take that first step. You'll be amazed at how fast things start moving once you get going. The importance of breaking down big tasks into small, actionable steps. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I have these huge goals. How am I supposed to tackle something so big? That's a great question. The key to overcoming overwhelm is breaking down big tasks into small, manageable steps. Think about it this way. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You can't climb the mountain all at once, but every single step you take gets you closer to the top. Big goals can be intimidating, but when you break them down into smaller actions, they become manageable. Instead of thinking about the whole picture, focus on one small thing you can do today. Maybe it's sending that first email. Maybe it's writing the first paragraph. When you break it down, you can focus on what's right in front of you, not what seems impossible. And that's how you keep moving forward, one small action at a time. How small actions create momentum and keep you moving forward. Here's something powerful. Small actions can lead to massive results, but it's not about taking giant leaps. It's about staying consistent, taking action every day, even in small ways. Over time, those small actions snowball into something bigger. Tiny actions, repeated over and over again, add up. You don't need to change everything at once. You don't need to overhaul your life in a single day. What you need to do is start small and keep going. Over time, the small steps you take will lead to big results. It's the small wins that add up to big success. Let me give you an example. If you want to write a book, don't think about writing the entire thing all at once. Instead, commit to writing a little every day. 500 words, 1,000 words. In just a few weeks, you'll have the foundation of a book. The key is consistency. Small actions, done regularly, create momentum that builds over time. Practical example, breaking a massive goal into bite-sized tasks. Here's how to break down a huge goal into smaller pieces. Let's say your goal is to write a book. It's a big goal, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. But instead of thinking about the entire project, break it down into smaller tasks. Step 1, write an outline of your chapters. Step 2, set aside 30 minutes every day to write. Step 3, write one chapter at a time, not worrying about perfection. Step 4, celebrate finishing each chapter, no matter how small the achievement feels. By breaking down your goal into these small tasks, you'll make consistent progress. And before you know it, your book will be finished. How small wins build big success. Let's talk about the importance of small wins. Every time you take action and succeed, no matter how small, you build momentum, you build confidence. You show yourself that you're capable, and each small success feeds into the next one. The more you achieve, the more unstoppable you become. Celebrating small victories is key to maintaining your motivation. Every step forward is progress. Every task completed is a win, so don't wait for big milestones to celebrate. Celebrate every single step. You're building something bigger than you realize. Small wins lead to big breakthroughs. The more you achieve, the more unstoppable you become. Keep going and you'll see the transformation. The power of accountability. You can't do it alone now. Here's the truth. You can't do it alone. No one reaches success in isolation. The path to your goals is challenging, and sometimes you'll want to give up. This is where accountability comes in. Accountability keeps you on track. It ensures that you're moving forward even when things get tough. An accountability partner, someone who checks in on you, pushes you to keep going, can make all the difference. Without it, it's easy to slip into old habits, to stop when things get hard. But with accountability, you keep going. Find someone who will hold you accountable. It could be a friend, a mentor, or a coach. Find someone who will challenge you, who will hold you to a higher standard. And if you can, find a community, a support group that will keep you focused and motivated. Think about this. Who in your life will hold you to your highest potential? Are they pushing you to be your best, or are they allowing you to settle for less? Surround yourself with people who will help you rise. People who will challenge you to be better, work harder, and dream bigger. Your success doesn't just depend on your actions. It depends on the people you surround yourself with. So find the right people. Find the ones who will push you to greatness. The journey of transformation doesn't start tomorrow. It starts today. If you're reading this, you've already taken a crucial first step, acknowledging that change is possible. Now it's time to make that change real. I'm here to tell you that your life can be different. You can rebuild, rewire, and rise to new heights. The key is action. You can dream about the future you want, but those dreams mean nothing without the steps to get there. Today I'm going to give you the blueprint, the roadmap to 2025 and beyond. You don't have to be perfect to get started. In fact, you don't have to have everything figured out. You simply need to take that first step. Every choice you make today, every action you take, is bringing you closer to the person you want to become. The road ahead may be tough, but that's exactly why it's worth it. You are capable of more than you know. The power to create your new life is within you. The decision is yours. Will you rise and take the steps to transform your future? You now have the blueprint. This is your guide to turning 2025 into the year where everything changes. It won't be easy. Change rarely is. But here's the thing, if you don't start now, you're guaranteeing that nothing will change. The challenges ahead will test you, but they will also strengthen you. Every small step you take, every action you commit to, will lead you to the future you want. The key is consistency. The key is commitment. The most powerful formula for success is action, mindset, and commitment. Focus on your vision, stay positive, and take small actions every day. Perfect conditions, they don't exist. But progress, that's in your control. Stay on course, and the results will follow. Consistency is your ally. The little things add up. The small actions you take today may seem insignificant in the moment, but they build momentum. Over time, the steps you take now will lead to massive change. Success doesn't happen with one big leap. It's made up of consistent, incremental progress. Form the right habits and take action each day. The days when you feel like nothing is happening, they're building your future. Keep going. Keep moving forward. Let me ask you this. Do you believe you can change because you can? You have everything inside you to rise above your challenges and create the life you've always dreamed of. But only you can make that decision. Will you choose to act? Will you choose to rise? It's up to you. The power to change is in your hands right now. Take the first step and trust that you're capable of doing more than you think. The time for change is now. 2025 is your year to rebuild, rewire, and rise. It's time to stop waiting and start acting. Your transformation starts today. Will you take the leap? Will you embrace the journey of becoming the best version of yourself? The choice is yours. It's time to make it count.